Yeah, welcome back to All Things Jenny. I'm Jenny and happy Halloween. So in Haiti, we would always tell each other stories about either a story that was told from someone else and it was passed down from generation to generation. But those stories, when they tell you these stories at nighttime, it will always leave you basically staying up the whole night because you cannot fall asleep. Sometimes it's about loups, witches, witchcraft, children unaliving, and a bunch of different stories. So I requested on my TikTok for people to send me some of their stories that have been told to them. So there's one that was actually told in Haiti, and every Haitian children know about the story about this one man.
It's spooky season and the dusties crawl, looking for a couch, trying to make that call. He say he love you, girl, he just need a place. Next thing you know, he moving in your space. He come with a duffel and a sad little story. I just lost my job, baby, he ain't sorry. Talking big game, got that broke boy pride. He the reason Sage and Press can't hide. Be careful, ladies, the bums are out, looking for a mattress, running their mouth. They sweet talk nice, but the vibe don't play. He a bad bug boy, won't go away. Once you roll in the sheets, can't shake him off. He freeloading love, trying to play it boss. They think they slick, but they playing themselves. Dusty demons need to check their health. He wear your hoodie, eat your snacks, use a car, don't bring it back. Said he's spiritual, but he just lazy. Talking energy, boy, you crazy. He think what's in his pants the key, but baby, rent ain't paid by D. He tryna trick a queen, oh please. You can't finesse what's born with peace. Ladies, listen, don't let a man play on your kind. Some of these bums ain't lovers, they survivalists. He said, I just need a night, but now it's day 35. Dusty, get out my house, boy, you ain't qualified. It's spooky season, beware the bums. They move like spirits, here they come. Don't be the girl who feeds a clown. He'll drain your peace and drag you down. Spooky season, beware the bums. They move like spirits, here they come. Don't be the girl who feeds a clown. He'll drain your peace and drag you down. Lady crusty pipe the no free stay, no red flag. Protect your space, protect your crown. It's spooky season, shut them down. Ladies, cleanse your aura, lock your door. And if he got no home, that's not your chore. Cause love don't come with bills unpaid. Let the bed bugs fade, we unafraid. Look down.
Hey y'all, welcome back to All Things Jenny. I'm Jenny and happy Halloween. So in Haiti, we would always tell each other stories about either a story that was told from someone else and it was passed down from generation to generation. But those stories, when they tell you these stories at nighttime, it will always leave you basically staying up the whole night because you cannot fall asleep. Sometimes it's about loups, witches, witchcraft, children unaliving, and a bunch of different stories. So I requested on my TikTok for people to send me some of their stories that have been told to them. So there's one that was actually told in Haiti, and every Haitian children know about the story about this one man. He ended up marrying this lady, and the man already had a son before, and the lady did not like the son. And instead of her showing the husband that she didn't like the son, she would always pretend like she liked the son, but then whenever the husband's not there, she will abuse the son. One day, it's a story, right? One day the husband went away for work, and then the mom said the mom basically sent the boy to go to the river to go wash clothes. And when the husband came back from work, she basically told him, hey, I sent your son to go wash clothes in the river. But what she did not know is that, the husband ended up having this bird that he would talk to and feed the bird every time he go and sit outside and talk to the bird. He didn't realize the bird could actually talk. Very weird, right? But it was like one of those, how do you call those talking birds? the parakeet, yeah. So he was one of those talking birds. So when the guy kept asking about his son, the lady kept saying, oh, he's at the river washing clothes, and you know, he'll be back, he'll be back, he'll be back. But the bird is sitting literally behind the door of the man's house, and he keeps singing that the lady had unalived the son. But the man is not listening to what the bird is saying, because he didn't even know the bird could actually talk. He would just talk to the bird and, you know, hoping that the bird is actually listening, right? But he didn't know the bird was actually talking. So then he will basically kept singing, saying, oh, the lady, you know, the boy is unalived, da da da, and you are basically eating the boy. He didn't listen, and then finally it clicked in his head that the bird was actually singing. And when he actually listened to what the bird was saying, the lady basically unalived the son because she did not want the son in the house. She did not want to be a part of the son's life. She wanted the son gone because the son's mom had already died. So that was his belle-mère, which is his stepmom. So he says that the lady unalived the boy. Now she basically cooked the boy, and now the father is eating his own son. So yeah, it's a whole crazy story, but it's like one of those like bedtime stories that they will tell you, or they'll have you sit around in a circle and tell you these stories. So today I actually have a story that was submitted from a viewer that basically is telling us a story that was told to her from, you know, back in the days. So the story goes, growing up in Okap, Haiti, that's where I'm from too. It's very funny. So growing up in Okap, Haiti, they would always tell her the story about this woman who they call Madame Noah, which she says is the shadow woman, who will only come out at nighttime, and she always have on a black dress, long black dress, and a yellow scarf that wraps around her neck. It looks like she's gliding and not really walking, but when she walks by, even the animals won't make a sound, and the air feels very thick. She smells like sugar, burnt sugar, and salt water. And the adults in the town used to say that she was a mumble, which is a very voodoo high priestess who made a deal with the spirits of the cemetery. And she'll basically have to keep them happy because they're giving her eternal youth or something. And she'll have to keep them happy by feeding them fear. The fear of the people. So basically the story goes that she'll always go every few years, she'll go around the town and she'll call children's name. She'll call your name about 3 times, and if you hear, they basically say that if you hear your name being called 3 times, as if like the wind just went by your face and you could hear the wind carrying your name 3 times, trust me, it was not the wind, it was her. And if you peek your head outside to see who's calling your name, she will basically take you just from your reflection. So you open the windows or you look through the windows, she'll saw you and she'll basically take your reflection. And I tell you guys stories about this all the time. You do not go out at nighttime in Haiti, and also if there's something going on at nighttime, you don't look outside because they just might take you, right? So anyway, she says that one day her cousin actually saw Madame Noah, but it was during a blackout in Haiti, because in Haiti they have the blackouts. So while there was a blackout, the street lights were still on. She looked outside and she saw the lady standing under the light, but it's almost as though like you couldn't see her face per usual. You can't see her face, you could see the black dress and everything, but you cannot see who she is. And she quickly closed the window. I mean, I would too. But the next morning, their neighbor's son was gone, just completely disappeared. Like nobody knew where this man was, nobody knew where he gone. Till this day, they still cannot find the guy. She says that her cousin actually saw Madame Noah one day during a blackout. So a blackout is like the whole town goes dark, they don't have any powers, right? But outside, street lights were still on. So she looked outside the window because she just had a feeling to look outside the window. She looked outside the window and she saw the lady standing under the light. She described it as though like the light was basically around her. So the light is, she's standing under the light, but you cannot see her face per usual. She's wearing this black dress and the light is basically around the lady, right? Almost as if like it's like a big black spot just standing there. The strange thing is she looked away quickly because she heard of the urban legend of that lady before. The next morning though, her neighbor's son completely disappeared. Like they cannot find him anywhere. They looked all over. They cannot find the guy. Till this day, they cannot see. They cannot. So after the guy disappeared, people basically started trying their best to protect themselves and their children from this lady. So what they'll do is they'll take a bowl of salt water and a mirror with a white cloth to cover the mirror, and they'll keep that under their bed to protect them from this lady. And apparently she's still around. So other than doing that, basically do not walk at nighttime. Listen to the locals. If they tell you do not leave your house at nighttime, don't do it. And if they tell you put some salt water under your bed, do that, because apparently this is a real thing. I actually never heard of it. In the town where I'm from, I've never heard this story before, but I wouldn't be surprised that this is a real story. But anyways, if you ever go to Haiti, remember, listen to the locals. Don't leave your house at nighttime, you know, or unless you are comfortable enough to walk the streets and you are protected, because majority of the people in Haiti who are roaming the street at nighttime are either they know how to protect themselves, and or they have cloak and magic where they can basically make themselves disappear. So you don't want to be caught out there with the lugaus and the skinwalkers and, you know, all the stuff that are in the streets, because Haiti streets and America streets are not the same. Okay, you might see little things here and there, a black cat running across here and there, but in Haiti, if you're walking in the street and you see a black cat just run past you, trust me, you might not make it home. You might end up waking up in your bed not knowing how you made it to your house. Because the thing is, if you end up waking up in your bed and not knowing how you made it to the house, just know you have grandmas and grandpas who are well known in the neighborhood, and they know you are their child. So therefore, they are not able to do anything to you except for taking you home safely, and or you are well protected. Other than that, you do not want to be coming across any lit fire that you see in the streets coming towards you at nighttime, because it just might end up being a lugao. I remember one time they used to always tell us in the town, like where we're from, that a lot of the things that are happening to children around us didn't happen to us because our grandma was a very, how do you call this? They used to always say this thing about how she was powerful. Like she didn't dabble in magic or anything like that, but her name carries a lot of weight. So a lot of the things that could have happened to us didn't happen to us because they know that we were related to my grandma, because maybe she was a good person, or she was a powerful person, but she didn't practice, but she was also very powerful, and or she knew people who would protect her. So I used to hear all the time, oh, petite, c'est pas ganu kite blah blah blah. What that plano? Basically, like if that was your grandma, you wouldn't be here today, type stuff. So listen to the locals, and if you ever Haiti is beautiful. Haiti is beautiful. Yes, it's magical, but it's very, very beautiful. So if you ever decide to visit Haiti, remember